Thanks so much for tuning into the NBA here on 2K Sports. Monday Hoops coming up. It's going to be the
Welcome, and now a quick check of our starting lineups for both teams. First for the Warriors. And looking at the Lakers.
You know, it's very rare that you're going to be able to make the playoffs in the West without coming out with a winning record against the rest of the conference. And the Warriors knew that would be important in their quest for the playoffs, and they handled business against the West.
Wadzinski, defended by Reeves. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here. Well, and for the Warriors who fought so hard to get back into the playoffs, last year their 28-24 record against the rest of the West really helped their cause, Steve.
Well, the toughest part of the Warriors' last campaign was a rough stretch of games in February where they dropped off a bit in the race. And, you know, a lot of those games were against Western teams, and if you kind of remove that month, their in-conference record is even more impressive.
The Lakers with the ball. It's a three-point game. Smart misses. Dishes to Green. The 11-footer. 4 on the clock. It's Curry with the drive. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Golden State's head coach and I were able to chat. Of course, the conversation veered to the challenge of defending LeBron James. And he said, there's not a lot of good options with him. He can really do it all. I think you just have to try and stay in front of him. And if he gets in close, you have to bring help. And guys, we've seen LeBron really force the issue as far as getting into the lane. We'll see how they do.
All right, Doris. Wadzinski. Second chance shot. Green breaking loose. And the layup is good. He's got 5.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
Passes it to Reeves. And deep. It's good.
Defensively, you cannot forget about him. He's getting a wide open look there.
The Warriors have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today.
You know, last season, an NBA owner, and we won't name who it was, mentioned that the Lakers could potentially amnesty Kobe Bryant. Now, he knew that he is still a top shooting guard and plays like a superstar, but his contract really is up there at almost $30 million this season.
Here's Moody. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
Oh, the rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
I thought it might be a little imprudent to try to get those points right back, but it worked.
The Lakers with the ball, trailing by 5. He feeds it to Smart. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. Well, we know the Lakers have got, Steve, a lot of issues with their camp. It's only going to get worse this year and continue to spiral in the wrong direction. There's even been talk among the writers that cover the Lakers about the possibility of amnestying Kobe Bryant.
I can't imagine. I mean, he's played his entire 17-year career here in L.A., 5 championships, one of the all-time great Lakers. But it's a cap question. Do they want to spend all that money for a player who's going to miss a lot of the regular season with that Achilles injury?
And he takes that one up and powers it through. Well, now they're just going to town on it.
Yeah, you'd think these defenders would have done a little more to put a stop to that stuff, Kevin, but so far, no go.
Well, a phenomenal aerial assault there, fellas.
So it's the Lakers now. 7-point differential. From the arc. Warriors with the rebound. Here's Milton. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket. first quarter of play. Warriors ahead. They're up by 9. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. What do you guys think about the Warriors here so far?
And the difference to this point has been defense. This club has really gotten after it, and that's what's gotten them this lead.
Well, there's nothing that's gone up that hasn't been contested so far.
Here's the screen. Here's Dodger. Right through the knee for the lane.
Man his man straight into that screen to open the lane up for the hoop.
Warriors leading by 7.
So the Warriors turnaround, I think, in large part because of the improvement defensively and on the boards last year. There was a 5 or 6 year stretch where Golden State was maybe the worst team in both categories in the entire league, but the schemes have changed, the personnel, the intent, the toughness, and it has all led to a new era for the Golden State Warriors basketball team.
And back to the Warriors looking to pack the paint. If you want to get into a three-point shooting contest with them, well, I think they'd welcome that.
I agree. I mean, with the Splash Brothers in the backcourt, you can get sprayed in a hurry from all angles. I mean, those guys are terrific. But again, their improved defense and rebounding was a big part of their success as well.
That's good from Landisberg.
You know, last season, a lot of folks had the Lakers picked as the super team in the West, the team that would maybe challenge Miami and LeBron, but from the start, it just never was a cohesive group and really had one of the most disappointing seasons in the Lakers' history.
That one misses. Clark, as you said, the Lakers had a lot of lofty expectations put on them, but you never know what's going to happen when a team is put together. And Steve, they just couldn't reach that bar that was set so high for them.
You know, the expectations were so high, Kevin, but injury issues cost them all season long. Nash, Howard, Powell, and of course Kobe with the Achilles at the end of the year. And that unit only started 7 games all season together, so they never really were able to develop any chemistry.
Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Gentlemen, Ray Allen is arguably the greatest three-point shooter in NBA history. It's a shot crafted by endless reps in the gym, and he thinks being a bit, quote, obsessive-compulsive may have fed into his legendary dedication. He recalled back when he was 8 years old. He always had to make 5 left-handed layups and 5 right-handed layups before he could leave the gym. But one day, another team needed the gym, and he had to leave before he could complete his ritual. He said, "I cried. It messed up my day." Guys, it sounds strange, but that's Ray.
Doris, for all of his downsides, that devotion to repetition is part of what's made Allen such an amazing shooter. And today, it certainly worked for him. The Lakers with the ball. They're having 8 points in the second quarter. There it is, guys, that away defense. Just watching them go right by.
I think we might be seeing which team is ready to take control of this game.
Yeah, that's a dunk that could absolutely get them going. I agree, Clark.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. There's 1:17 left now here in the second.
The Warriors were able to get back to the postseason for the first time since the We Believe season in 07 when they knocked off the Dallas Mavericks as an 8 seed. They didn't finish above 500 on the road, but still were much better than previous years, which allowed them to get to the playoffs.
Lakers trail by 6. So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. Well, back to that Warrior road record that Clark was talking about, 19-22, as you said. But I remember an early road trip that Had them go 6-1. Really helped them start to believe in themselves. Steve, as a team last season.
Yeah, that included that buzzer-beating win against Miami on Draymond Green's shot. I mean, I think that's when this group really realized that they could make some noise and possibly be a playoff team.
Guarded by Curry. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
Boy, that's embarrassing, guys. He's going to have a hard time living that one down later when they watch it on tape.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Warriors leading by 6.
Come get it, come get it.
Wadzinski defended by Reeves. Outside Curry. Horford puts up a 3, and it's LeBron James with the rebound. LeBron gets the screen from Clavin. Back to LeBron. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Back at 6. LeBron right side. Los Angeles needs to get off the shot here. Gotcha. Second chance effort. Clavin with the bucket. Clavin's got 4 points in the quarter.
That rebound and the follow kind of typify what he's all about. Just gritty, determined play.
Wadzinski. Close game as we wrap up the second quarter. Warriors lead by 4. Folks, stay tuned for the halftime show at Game & Brews for all the highlights from our first half.
And now, brought to you by Sprint. Welcome, I'm Damon Bruce. A great game going on out at Staples Center. A good one in progress for the Warriors. Offensively, they're all over the court. The fans love this tempo of basketball. There's no quitting the Lakers. They came to win. They've been very focused on the defensive end, generating steals, showing a high-level activity and aggression defensively. Now let's get back over to Cat Harlan and the rest of our crew as the second half gets underway.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. Lakers trail by 4.
Well, you look at the Lakers' struggles last season, I think it surprised most of us. Some of it was injuries. Part of it was just a lack of production off the bench. Then there was the inconsistency of the coaching and just the number of different people who were on that bench. So, difficult season for the Lakers.
The Warriors shooting well, 50% from the floor. Kicks to Green. Now the pass to Moody. 6 on the shot clock. Wadzinski goes back up, and Green puts it in. And the Warriors lead by 3.
You know, there's no fear out of him, guys. I mean, going straight to the hoop against a much bigger defender, he's got a lot of heart.
And you look at the struggles of the Lakers bench last season. When injury struck, they didn't have the players really to fill that void.
Yep. You know, Kevin, I think for the Lakers, the bold stroke of the starting players have been increasing. The fine details of finding undervalued role players. That's where they've been lacking. Once injuries happened, that was thrown into sharp relief. And really, even when healthy, to win a title, you can't just have a great starting 5. We know that. You need another 4 or 5 players you can count on to give you quality minutes.
Now a timeout called by Golden State.
You know, offensively last season, guys, the Lakers just never seemed to be able to get out of their own way. I mean, they had the worst turnover ratio in the league, and they really struggled to take care of the ball. And even when they got up a shot, a lot of them were questionable shots. They shot the 3rd most threes in the league, but were in the bottom half of the league in percentage.
And so it's Golden State with it. Feeds it to Curry. Backing him down. 1:31 left here in the 3rd quarter. Shot clock at 5. Wadzinski. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. 7 points in the game. And going back to the Lakers' offensive troubles last season, the worst free throw percentage, Steve, in the NBA.
And obviously that's attributed directly to Dwight Howard because the Lakers also led the league in free throw attempts. So Howard was getting hacked. He really couldn't get it going. He made about half his free throws for the season. And that just really carried over into the team's performance. .16 left to play in the third.
LeBron James on the wing. Quiet so far offensively, switching for his first points of the game.
You know, not only is the game neck and tight, but the rebounding battle is too. Extremely close on the board.
Yeah, both teams have really put in a terrific effort down low.
Laczynski. Here is the long-range jumper. 10 points for him. 51 seconds left in the third. LeBron outside. He dishes it to Smart beyond the arc. The Lakers rebound. Another shot, and he lays it up and in.
So far, going for more of an inside game here in the second half, and I like that. It's smash mouth basketball, taking it inside.
Curry passes to Moody. Green, the screen. Back to Curry, and out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
That is not a difficult pass. You think they could keep it in back?
19 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Reeves. And he nails the jumper. 8 points for him. Now Curry. And another three for Golden State.
Now that's one way he can finish, but not the only way. He's got a lot of tricks up his sleeve.
And we've got three so far in this one. The Warriors on top, up 4. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. Welcome back as we get rolling once more. The fourth quarter right ahead in what's been a very well-contested game. And the Warriors with possession here. Pass to Moody. He kicks to Curry. Some nice passing by Golden State. Laczynski. Shot clock at 6. Another three for Golden State.
Defensively, they're really scattered right now, giving up so many open looks from the three-point line.
Yeah, they are splashing them. Their last 3 buckets have all come from behind the arc.
And here's Los Angeles now. They trail by 7.
He responded with his own three-point.
Yeah, he's coming right back with his 3. And we're seeing a bit of gamesmanship right here, Steve.
Curry gets the screen from Horford. Now the feed to Curry. There's the pick. There's the dish to Horford. And they're going to block the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
They were sleeping on defense. The defense really didn't do its job. I mean, a little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint. That's caution.
Well, and at this stage of such a tight game, I think this is when tired legs start to show. And the defense can become vulnerable in the low block.
Lakers trail by 7. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. The three from LeBron. Offensive rebound. LeBron James on the wing. And again, LeBron missing.
You know, even though he missed that 3-point shot, I think the defense has to do a better job of challenging the shot.
Yeah, because you know if you continue to give up open looks like that, you'll be in big trouble.
Well, I love it. Active hands on the steal, active feet on the fast break.
Guys, this is just too close of a game to be giving the ball up like that. And then failing to get back in transition.
And here are the Warriors now. After the basket by Los Angeles. And it's Green missing. Reeves defended by Moody. They set the screen. Here's Stephen. Lays it up and puts it in. Now it's just a 3-point Warrior lead.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
And even if it costs them some foul trouble, I mean, they need to start putting some bodies on body. Be physical.
There's Curry. And everyone hits back on.
Easy look there, but, you know, he misses those once in a while.
Dishes it to Smart. The pass to Reeves. LeBron James on the wing. From 12 feet out. The blessing and the foul.
Massive shot.
You know it is. He's stepping right into the spotlight.
And the Warriors making a change here. He sinks the clutch free throw.
That's as big a free throw as you're going to ever see. I mean, if they can come up big on defense, we're going to overtime.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Outside Curry. Just 5 on the clock. Santos the pass to Curry. Green inside the three-point line. Missed. To take the lead. Oh, a chance to win the game, but the last second shot is offline. And what great competition we're seeing so far. After 4 quarters, a stalemate. And we'll see now how these two teams in these 2 minutes of basketball pan out.
They now take the lead. Defense just has to fight over the top of those screens, especially when the ball was in his hands. I mean, he doesn't miss too many open shots.
And so here is Golden State, a 2-point game. Here's Milton. The shot is off.
Usually, if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. Defense still tall there.
He feeds it to Smart. Replay. Shot no good. The Warriors go the other way with it. Great action here for just joining us about 1 minute into OT. Pass to Green. Some nice passing by Golden State. A shot. It falls. And tie game. That is a huge basket right there. What a difference in this crowd right now, Clark.
Yeah, they're breathless, nervous, and quiet.
Yeah, it is quiet, because you got that right. That was a huge shot. Very low. That's even important to give him all kinds of space to get that one out.
Golden State's gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. That's to Moody. Here's Spencer. Claims it from downtown. We're in overtime and 90 seconds gone here in what has been a great one so far. There's a screen. Here's Gotcha. Sinks it.
Give an assist there, not for the bounces, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
Golden State's gone to 3-point range 7 times tonight, knocked down 5 of them. Pass it to Spencer. 6 to shoot. Under foul intentionally, they're going to have to do that now. Again and again, they're not in the front of the net.
Smart foul there. You got to try to extend the game.
Yeah, it's still close, but they're fighting that clock as much as the score right now.
And an intentional foul right there. First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 2. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 3-point game.
them into a three-point attempt.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. Here's what's your take?
They need a quick three here. It's a tough shot. The odds are against them, but anything's possible.
Here's Milton. Misses there. And so it's the Lakers who come out on top here. An impressive victory in overtime after an exciting run in